The dangers of being too nice, a stoic approach to balance and self-care. Have you ever felt like a candle burning at both ends? Giving and giving until there's nothing left but a flicker? You're not alone. Today, we explore the ancient wisdom that can prevent you from burning out while helping you shine even brighter. Welcome, warriors of the modern world. You're here because you care deeply, give generously, and often question if you're doing enough. But here's a crucial truth. Caring for others at the expense of yourself isn't noble. It's a recipe for disaster. Today, we'll delve into the delicate art of balancing kindness with self-care, drawing on the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to navigate today's chaotic world. This is the peril of overgiving. It ensnares even the best of us. We sacrifice our sleep, self-care, and sanity on the altar of others' needs, wearing our exhaustion like a badge of honor, mistakenly believing it proves our worth. But constant self-sacrifice isn't sustainable, nor is it truly helpful. When we're running on empty, the quality of our help diminishes. We become irritable, resentful, and bitter. Is that the version of yourself you want to offer to the world? This is where the Stoics offer valuable insights. Epictetus, a philosopher who once was enslaved, wisely said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he is not, but rejoices for those which he has." True strength isn't about giving everything away. It's about recognizing and appreciating your resources and using them wisely. Stoicism teaches that self-care isn't selfish. It's essential. To be truly helpful and kind, we must ensure our cup is full. So, ask yourself, how full is your cup right now? Are you pouring from a place of abundance or scraping the bottom, giving others only the dried remnants of your former vitality? It's time to change the narrative. Learn the art of sustainable giving and discover how setting boundaries and prioritizing self-care can make you more generous, impactful, and infinitely more fulfilled. The garden analogy. Consider two gardens side by side. One is a lush paradise, bursting with vibrant flowers and ripe fruit. The other is withered, overgrown with weeds, barely clinging to life. Which gardener has more to offer their community? This analogy encapsulates the essence of Stoic self-care. Tending your garden first is not selfish. It's necessary. It allows you to help others in a sustainable way. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Your self-care isn't an obstacle to generosity. It's the very path to sustainable kindness. By nurturing your well-being, you create an abundance from which to give. You're not depleting yourself, but sharing your overflow. This is the Stoic perspective on sustainable help. A thriving garden doesn't just feed its owner. It provides beauty for passers-by, shelter for wildlife, and harvests to share with neighbors. It becomes a source of inspiration and nourishment for the entire community. So, I challenge you, be that garden. Cultivate your strengths, nourish your mind, tend to your emotional health, and create a wellspring of vitality that naturally overflows to those around you. Remember, in taking care of yourself, you're not just serving your interests. You're preparing yourself to serve others more effectively, joyfully, and for the long haul. True generosity. Now, let's dive into the heart of true generosity, not the kind that leaves you drained and resentful, but the kind that fills you up and lights you from within. Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, taught that genuine giving comes without expectation of return. It's not a transaction or a debt to be repaid. It's a pure expression of your values and humanity. When you give without strings attached, something magical happens. You tap into a wellspring of joy beyond the fleeting pleasure of receiving gratitude or recognition. The act itself becomes the reward. Modern psychology supports this. Studies show that selfless giving activates the pleasure centers in our brain, reduces stress, and increases overall well-being. However, this only works when the giving is voluntary, not compelled by guilt or obligation. So, ask yourself, are you giving because you genuinely want to, or because you think you should? Are you seeking validation and approval, or are you expressing your deepest values? True generosity isn't about quantity. It's not about who gives the most time, money, or energy. It's about quality. It's about giving from a place of abundance, not scarcity. Here's a practice for you. Next time you have the opportunity to give, do it anonymously, whether it's a kind deed, a donation, or a helping hand. Do it without anyone knowing it was you. Feel the difference when you give without any possibility of recognition or return. That's the power of true generosity. By embracing this stoic principle, you'll find that generosity becomes not a duty but a source of profound fulfillment. You'll give not because you must, but because you can't imagine doing otherwise. The art of saying no. We've discussed giving. Now, let's tackle one of the most crucial skills in your stoic toolkit, the art of saying no. Epictetus, who rose from being enslaved to becoming a revered philosopher, wisely noted, "If you don't wish to be a hothead, don't feed your habit. Try, as a first step, to remain calm and count the days you haven't been angry. Replace angry with overwhelmed, and you have a powerful stoic technique for boundary setting. It's about recognizing what feeds your stress and consciously choosing not to indulge it. Saying no isn't about being selfish or unkind. It's about being honest with yourself and others, recognizing your limits, and honoring them. It's an act of integrity. Consider this story. A young apprentice took on every task his master gave him, never refusing, working tirelessly and impressing everyone with his dedication. But when a crucial project came, he was too exhausted to complete it effectively. The master said, "In trying to do everything, you fail to do what truly matters." This is the pitfall of excessive help. By saying yes to everything, we dilute our ability to make a real impact where it counts. We spread ourselves too thin, and everyone loses. So, I challenge you to practice discernment. Before you say yes to any request, ask yourself, is this aligned with my values? Can I give this my best effort? Will this leave me with enough energy for my true priorities? Remember, every yes is implicitly a no to something else. When you say yes to staying late at work, you might be saying no to quality time with your family. When you say yes to a friend's every request, you might be saying no to your own needs. Choose wisely. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos.